Alright, quick update on Optimism, ticker symbol OP. So, we made an update for this 11 days ago. We were talking about the likelihood of us moving down to our bearish price target down here at 55 cent. And it seems like since our last video, we've come right down. We've hit the 3.618, which was our price target down here, so we fulfilled our price target. And since then, we've pretty much been lollygagging, not really doing too much. But I did just want to make a quick update to let you know that I do think the next leg to the downside is getting very, very close. Now, technically speaking, the next Fibonacci level we do have down is the 4.236 at 41 cent. This would definitely be the target that I'm looking to have hit in the next couple of days or so, but really, as we've already come back down, as we've already back tested this before, I think it's probably about time that we do slip down a level and head down to our next price target, which, in my opinion, from where we are right now, would be down here at the 2.618 from this low to this high, meaning that from where we are right now, as of the time of recording this video, at 49 cent, we should be expecting another 48% drop to the downside. Now, there's not much else I want to talk about. I do want to mention that we have been getting, if we zoom out, we have just been getting religiously, once again here you can see battered into the moving averages, battered. Every time we come up into the 4-hourly EMAs, we just get slaughtered and then move down another leg. And at this moment in time, we are having that next touch point that we had here and here and here and here and here, and as you can see, there's a very, very clear trend. I really don't need to spend too long on this video. I do also want to say the 13 EMA is converging very, very quickly to the downside. So if we do not start, having these bullish runs to the upside very, very soon, then by the 21st of June at midday, so literally within the next 16 hours or so, we are probably going to be expecting an intersection for the 13 EMA, and this 13-day EMA is so important because this is such a this is such a bearish moving average to be stuck underneath, and a lot of the time, for example, I know this is, off topic for this, but if we go and check out, something that's been trading for a little bit longer, if I remove the drawings, look what happens with Solana and the 13 EMA. Every time we get stuck beneath it, massive capitulation, rejection, capitulation, rejection, capitulation, rejection, 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 rejection. You can see a trend with this, right? So the 13 EMA, this is probably one of my favorite moving averages. This is probably actually my favorite moving average in the short term, just because it's so easy to tell. A lot of the time you come into this, you get rejected, you're getting ready for that next leg down. So within the next 12 to 16 hours, I do think we're going to be battered against this. I think we're going to start moving down. We are having a flip in bullish terms over on the squeeze momentum indicator, but we don't have any volume coming in. There is literally no buyers whatsoever in this market. The volume is completely flat and stagnant, and as such, I do think we should be getting ready for the next leg down. So in my opinion, within the next week, maybe the next 2 weeks, we are going to be down here at 25 cent. Now, I do not necessarily think this is going to be the bear market low. So as such, if we do capitulate below this region, the next major fib, I do believe it'd be the 236. We didn't bounce on the 1.618 down here. We more so bounced on this fib. So I would wait to see how this one plays out. Nonetheless, this is kind of what I'd be seeing coming into fruition at this moment in time. I guess you could also potentially draw from here. I mean, you can draw from so many of these. I'm trying to find an area of confluence. So you've got a 3.618 down here as well. And as such, 26 cent. This box would, this box is undoubtedly the next area that we are heading down to on the Fibonacci. So, within the next couple of weeks or so, between 26 and 25 cent, I do imagine we probably come down to this and have somewhat of a bounce before probably initiating the next leg down. If we do have a bounce, you could see us coming up to the 1.618 before cascading all the way down to our macro. Well, not very macro, about as macro as you can get, considering this has been trading since the 31st of May. With that being said, though, it seems pretty black and white what's going to be happening, so I will update you after we do hit this price target. If we do hit this price target, like I said, you know, I'll be covering Optimism every now and then. Like I said, the last video we made for this 11 days ago, we called for this drop, hit perfectly. We are now lollygagging around that price target, and now I'm here to update you to let you know we are running out of momentum. There are no bulls stepping in on this market. It looks like the squeeze bomb is about to trickle back over to the bearish side of things. The 13 EMA is heavily plummeting to the downside, and this is soon going to intersect with the 4-hourly EMAs, which is going to massively pull us to the downside. If we head over to the Heikanashis very quickly, you can very much see we are flat. You know, this is predominantly a wall of sellers, and what we've got right now is not the bounce that we wanted to see to gain any momentum. So I really don't see us getting above 56 cents. So, you know, we could pump another 10% by the time I post this video. I wouldn't be counting on it. Like I said, my next major price target is down here at the ranges between 26.78 and 25.6. With that being said, if we do massively start capitulating below 25.5, expect a swift move down to 15 to 16 cent, which would be representing a total move of approximately 68%, which, bear in mind, I think is very conservative for this cryptocurrency that has basically just come out of the middle of nowhere and doesn't have a white paper. And I could go on with a few other things, you know, maybe this will be a good project in the future, but right now it still has a lot to be desired. And just saying from experience, because I was here in the 2018 bull run, I was here for the bear market rather, and projects that come out in the bear market have a very hard time of getting around. You know, they haven't proved themselves. There's not enough money flowing around in the markets at this moment in time for people to be, you know, heavily gambling on these new low caps. So keep an eye on this. It might pop off at some point, but as far as I can tell, ever since it's minted, it has been an absolute flop. So be super cautious if you're still trading this. Once again, I'm just telling you how it is. You know, I'm not trying to hype up or do any of that BS in my videos. I look at the charts as robotically and mathematically as I can, using moving averages, EMA ribbons, which are moving averages anyway, and Fibonacci's. Like I said, using pure math and technical analysis to decipher where we would be moving next, leaving my emotions at the door. And like I said, just like we were able to pretty easily call this massive move to the downside because the technicals were screaming it, at this moment in time, once again, I am warning you, the technicals are screaming for a big capitulation to the downside. Keep your eyes on 26 to 25 cent. That is my next target as always. Cowboy out. Peace.